They called him Padre Ciego, the blind priest. He had been in Barrio San Cipriano for 15 years when Remedios Vidal arrived. No one remembered where he had come from. No one had asked. The village had learned not to ask. What they knew, what everyone knew, was this. When the padre turned his white eyes toward you, you had 3 days. 3 days before the fever came. 3 days before the body gave out. 3 days before the women came to wash you and the men came to carry you. It had happened 9 times in 15 years. 9 times. And each time the village said the same thing: God's will. Remedios did not believe in God's will. She believed in her brother. And on the morning she arrived at the church to teach the children their letters, she watched the padre turn, slowly, like something moved by water rather than intention, and face her brother Emilio across the square. The rosary moved through his fingers. 1 bead, 2, 3. Emilio smiled at the old man. He did not know what the village knew. He had 3 days. Remedios was a teacher. She understood that things could be explained. She went to the church records first. 9 deaths in 15 years. She wrote the names in her notebook. Then she went to the families. The families spoke about the padre with reverence, about how he had known, about how it was always the right time, about how the alcalde, Don Lorenzo, had always been there with the ceremonial food. The clay vessel, hand-formed, sealed with acros, given to the dying with kindness. A tradition, they said, ancient, sacred. Remedios wrote, tradition. Then she wrote, who started it? No one could say. It had always been. Don Lorenzo's father, perhaps, or before. The village did not question traditions. But Remedios was looking at the names now. 9 names. She was looking at what they had in common. The man who had voted against Don Lorenzo's land proposal. The woman who had witnessed the boundary dispute. The merchant who had refused to pay the informal tax. The schoolmaster before Remedios, the one who had written a letter to the provincial office. 9 names. 9 people who had in some way become inconvenient. She looked at the clay vessel on the shelf in the alcalde's house. Not one vessel. Many. Identical. Waiting. She thought about what her brother had said the evening before. Don Lorenzo came to visit today, asked if I planned to vote in the municipal elections. She understood then. The order had already been given. There is a moment in every investigation when the evidence stops being evidence and becomes something you cannot unfeel. Remedios stood outside her brother's door. Inside, the clay vessel sat on the table, still sealed, still waiting. The padre had not chosen Emilio. Someone had chosen for him. Someone who knew which people asked the wrong questions. Someone who had built a tradition, patient, sacred, unchallengeable, around the one man in the village that everyone feared and no one questioned. The blind priest had never seen anything. He had only ever faced the direction he was pointed. Remedios had the answer. She had all of it. She had the names. She had the vessel. She had the pattern. She had everything except time. Stop! Everything you need is here. Who gave the order? And how does the killing happen?